Going live. There we are, folks. If you catch this stream now, we probably could have just let it go at where we were, but I thought I'd start the stream up again. So if you're over there still chatting in the old window, it's now time to come on over and see the new window. Let me make sure that everybody can see this. Nobody's listening to you. There you go. So let's see, playlists. We're going to put this in just a lousy cup of coffee and live streams done. I just want to make sure everybody can see this. Let's see, standard, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And there we go. There we got people in. Hey, Doug, how you doing? Good morning, Rock and Rhonda. And Audrey, good to see you. We're back. Sorry about that. I don't know what we were talking about. We were talking about ghosts or something. And the dog was down there, and the dog sniffing around. The dog gets fed every day. The dog gets fed people food like she's not supposed to get fed. But the dog is constantly, 24 hours by instinct, snows to the ground looking for food. Always, everything. My kids have spelled so much shit down here under my desk that there's probably some kind of something she picks up down there and go, oh, I smell the scent of something. Candy. There was once a lollipop stuck to the carpet down here. She smelled something while she was doing that. She totally turned off my entire power strip, which turned off everything on my desk, a computer included. Hey, Rocky. How you doing? Yo, Rocky Stucci. And so we were going for about an hour, folks, and the dog unplugged everything. There you go. I guess the dog's going to have to be banned from the studio. So, like the kids are, as you can hear. So, just our free-for-all, just a lousy cup of coffee going on here this morning. Nothing super. We started talking about constitutional rights. Talking about whether or not entities like Facebook and YouTube and Twitter need to abide by the Constitution, and what are the snags that you can run into with a private corporation that wants to have rules of its own. I think it's just like life. They should have to abide by the same rules of life. Do we have confusion with what is our constitutional right? No. But if they have a platform, that's different than editing what people say. And when they put up edits on your post or censor your posts or say, this post is false, so you have to go look at this link that we're putting up before you can listen to what he has to say. When they do that, they have exited being a platform that allows people to say what they want to say within certain guidelines. You can't be foul and things like that. And they become an editor, a publisher, which releases them from the freedoms of being able to restrict what you say. Now, can they not have members that they don't want? No, they don't have to have anybody they don't want if they privately own it. But can they restrict you because they disagree with what you're saying? Not by the Constitution. So these companies that exist in a country where they enjoy, as a corporation, they enjoy constitutional rights that are guaranteed by the Constitution. They enjoy rights guaranteed by the Constitution, yet they don't have to abide by that same Constitution when it comes to people on their platform. Why? Should they have to? Hey, High Priestess. Good to see you. CFR Federal Code Registry. What'd you find out there, Benevolent High Priestess? And so that's what we started with this morning, and we got into talking about topless massage, which was great. Rainey was here. She's out there doing something. Hey, Rainey! She'll be back. She had to go upstairs, apparently. Hey, come on when you're ready. Oh, and we've got one of the girls, the older girl, Rowan, her girlfriend from school and scouts and all of that stuff. Spent over an overnight last night. All the girls were down on the big mattress down in the living room. And that's what's the noise that's going on out there. My son is safely sequestered from them somewhere where he doesn't playing games, so he doesn't have to experience any of them. So, yeah, they receive government taxpayer funds. They should have to abide by the Constitution. They also read my stuff. They advertise by gleaning my personal information as a user of their platform. They should have to abide by the Constitution. And here's my lovely wife.
Yes, what?
I called you back in.
Yeah, I got kids out there fighting and
screaming. I need you. I heard that, and I said she'll come in when she's free.
Yeah.
So
free. Crabby now. I'm pissy.
Come up here a little closer.
Whining about goddamn cupcakes.
They are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cora touched Ellie's cupcake.
Gross.
It's got germs on it.
It's got germs on it. You got germs on my cupcake. Oh, look, there's Captain Kirk. If you don't see him, he's way up there. There he is at the end of my finger. He's up in my cabinet. It's my collector, Captain Kirk. He's got his communicator and his phaser. For those of you seeing the blurry blobs in the background. So, you just saw the notification. Hey, Steph. Yeah, that we were actually on at 9 o'clock, guys, or 3 minutes after 9. And it was private for members only. Then we opened it up to the public. So here we are. Good to see you, Steph. Good to see you, Matt Finn. You're back.
Good morning.
Equal rights for both ideology. Exactly. If you're going to present one political ideology, you should have to. Me, I'm a conservative. Do I want Biden's shit all over my channel? Not necessarily. But if I believe in freedom of speech, if I experience freedom of speech, what can I set up a channel that says all you can talk about on my channel is Joe Biden, and then or Donald Trump or Ronald Reagan or whoever. You can only talk about him. It's a channel for that. And if you come in and you talk about the opposing mindset, we're going to ban you. Can I do that? Should I be able to do that? Should I be able to, if I had 20 listeners? Maybe not. If I have 1 billion people on my platform, and what happens on my platform can sway public opinion and elections, yeah, I think we have to abide by a different rule. So, hey, Suze, somebody said, who are you waving to?
Sue said good morning.
Oh.
Captain and Rainey, so I waved.
Oh.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Hey, anybody remember?
Hi, everybody.
It's going to get your hand. Do that again.
No. I touched the dog butt, maybe.
Oh. You.
Yeah.
Benevolent, yes, you can send me email. Here, I'll type my email address in here, guys. If you need to send me
Scotty
email.
Roberts.
Blah, blah, blah. You all missed Rainey's entrance. Well, not all of you missed it, but if you're new coming in, you missed Rainey's entrance into the program this morning. She said something about I'll smash your. What'd you say when you came in?
I said go to their homes and punch them in the cunt.
There you go. That's my lovely wife.
Yeah.
There she is. So
that's for internet. What was it? I can't even think what I was going to say.
I can't either.
The internet people wanting to shut things down.
Your hair's not as gorgeous as it was when you first got up out of bed.
It's the.
What'd you do?
You moved the computer all around.
That's it?
The lighting.
You didn't change your.
No, I didn't change my hair.
Not that she's not gorgeous. I didn't mean it that way.
Well, I threw it back
behind me. It was just like
that.
wild this morning when she kept just wild.
I was washing the pan, getting ready to make pancakes.
Oh, okay.
And then when you said come back in, so then I went.
Poof up your hair.
And then I've been standing back here.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. There it is. There it is. Roger says maybe it's because I'm siding with Trump, but it certainly looks like one-sided from this angle. Yeah, maybe I could be totally wrong with it. Yeah, this whole thing about saying Trump is being banned because he's inciting violence. What a bunch of crap.
Yeah, shut up, Peanuts.
What a bunch of crap. I've said to several people, please cite for me just once. And it wasn't one of those empty, vapid arguments. I said, will you cite for me one time you've heard him incite people to commit violence? Crickets. Nobody can actually. Well, he said, you need to go to the Capitol steps. And I said, that's not inciting violence. Martin Luther King told people to go protest and to stand up against the system. Was he inciting violence? BLM says it doesn't incite violence, that you have people committing violence in their names. And what was violent about what happened on Wednesday at the federal Capitol in Washington, D.C.? You had 50,000 plus people were protesting, peaceful protesters. You had a small fraction of those people enter the Capitol building, break a couple of windows, smash a podium where Nancy Pelosi speaks as the Speaker of the House. You had a cop according to the story, got hit with a fire extinguisher in the head. And he went back to the station, said he didn't feel good, and he collapsed and died from head injuries. That is allegedly what happened. You had 4 people die in all. You had the 14-year veteran of the Air Force, mother, 2 children, I think 2 children. Ashley Babbitt was shot when they were breaking the glass of an inner doorway. And when the video, if you watch the video, you actually see the video of her getting shot. Nobody called out a warning. Somebody said to me, yeah, well, she was warned. She was told to stop several times. I said, no, you're making that up.
I didn't hear it.
The arm come out, bam, and the camera switches and you see her falling down on the floor, shot in the chest and dies. And who was standing around her? She had police all around her with assault weapons and helmets and gear. They were all standing right there with her. And then there were people, and the camera pans out and you see people all with their phones taking pictures of it. All they were doing was somebody was breaking the glass on an inner door off of a stairwell, and she got shot dead.
Well, she got shot climbing through.
She wasn't through the window.
No, but she was up in it. She was up.
Oh, she was up on the door frame.
I think what really gets me about that video is nobody stopped to help her. Now,
there was one guy in a suit.
Yeah, he pulled on her, and then he got up and
he
started
got down
watching.
on his haunches, and he was looking at, and he said, and he got up and he pointed down. He's saying to the cop, she's bleeding because she had blood coming out of her mouth.
Yeah, but nobody put the cameras down.
So the cops, I think, were calling
I'm really
it in.
irritated they didn't. No one.
And nope. Oh, all right, come on. I thought that. Here you go.
Okay,
The
no one
Magic
can
Cupcake Factory.
There you go. They've been making cupcakes. Don't drop them.
Actually
Here,
called
here.
Battery.
I don't trust the way you're holding that.
There's Ellie's cupcake.
There it is, cupcakes.
It's called the Sprinkle Cupcake Factory.
What's yours look like up close? There.
There's Cora's.
And there's Cora's.
cupcake.
Magic Cupcake Factory.
And there's Rowan's cupcakes.
It says row on the plate.
Very nice. I see that.
Okay, move! Now we can
Okay, bye.
Bye. See you later, Pumpkin Gator!
Yep, that too.
You need to
See
take a
you
shower.
later.
See you later, Pumpkin Gator.
Pumpkin Gator.
Dad, take a shower.
And so, what?
Wash your mouth out, Krabby Sass.
So, I'm wearing cologne. So I smell good.
Is that what that stink is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
it's
smells
stuff
like
you got me
deer
for
poop.
Christmas. So,
You picked it out, Rowan.
funny thing is, if I shot someone coming through a broken window in my home, they would press charges against me. Yeah. Well, I did hear that security agent was released. He was fired. But I saw some conspiracy theory thing. It's showing the guy, and they said this was actually Chuck Schumer, and that made the shot. And you kind of look at the video of the shooting, and you say that kind of looks like Chuck Schumer with the mask. I don't think it was Chuck Schumer. So it was a guy in a suit that shot her. So the Capitol, the People's Building, are they supposed to repel interlopers? Yeah. Do you shoot them dead? I don't know. I don't know if that was the proper course of action to take. But now she's dead. We were talking about the people who were killed. There were 2 more people who died during that. And they say that they're not sure if those 2 died from natural causes like health issues or that they were trampled. They didn't know which it was.
Wait.
That's what they said.
How do you not know if it's bruising? You're going to see all that in an autopsy. Come on. That's bullshit.
And so they don't know why the 2 other people died. But then I posted a video last night, if you have not seen this yet, where the police were actually letting all these people in the side doors. And the police said, hey, we may disagree with your cause, but have fun. One of the cops said as they were opening the doors on the Capitol building.
All those cops then be charged with the murder of...
Yeah, if everybody on the side is responsible, President Trump is responsible for the death of people, shouldn't the cops also be responsible? See, it all becomes nonsense. You know why? Because it's a political game that's being played. It's political theater. And out of the 50,000 plus people there who were peacefully protesting, how many actually went into the Capitol? At most 100, several dozen.
A small handful.
Small handful. You see pictures where there's guys flying, holding a Confederate flag, and there's nobody else around him in the rotunda. You see people walking down an aisle. You know, the aisles with the velvet things and the little stands along the way to make a path through somewhere. Everybody's on the path, going from one end of the rotunda to the other. One guy even reached out and he pulled in one of the posts on the video because it had been bumped out. And so you got all these people orderly and quiet, walking through, looking around, taking pictures. You got the people who are making noise in there and people all around them snapping pictures of the Capitol dome and stuff. There's your riot. There's your insurrection. If that's an insurrection, pull this leg and it'll play Jingle Bells.
They needed gas can matches and...
Yeah. How many
fireworks.
Statues? They're walking through the rotunda of the Capitol. There's got to be 30 statues lining the circumference. How many of those statues got tipped over and smashed? None. And I've said this before. How many fires did they set? None. Well, I had one leftist liberal on my Facebook said, yeah, well, they found 2 pipe bombs and a cooler full of Molotov cocktails. And I said, yeah, where?
They found pipe bombs at the RNC.
They found those in the vicinity of the Capitol.
No, they found the whatever the RNC location was.
Oh,
they
yeah.
found pipe bombs there.
Pipe bombs at the RNC headquarters and pipe bombs at the DNC headquarters.
I never heard about the DNC one.
Yeah, it was both DNC and the RNC.
What the fuck? Whoever did that, why the fuck didn't you blow it up? I shouldn't say that. That's really bad. I'm so tired of politics. I'm so tired of career politicians.
I know.
If they can make you do jury duty, they should start making people be senators, congressmen, and you got to go at least 2 terms. 2 terms before you can be done.
Yeah, Susie Q, I heard that it was Schumer's security guards. But here's the thing too with all of this is the reason I get incensed by it is because the left is now using this to be able to cancel Trump. Something they haven't been able to do for 4 years. Now they're using it. They know just as well as you and I do that it wasn't an insurrection. It was a bunch of rowdy people at the front of the line of 50 to 60,000 people standing outside peacefully protesting. And then your weirdos with the horns and stuff like that. All the conspiracy behind that stuff. Steph says, my whole point is I wanted those senators to feel what us middle-class Americans feel. Not that I want anyone hurt, but they need to come off their high horses. You're absolutely right, Steph.
They'll never feel what we feel because they are career politicians.
They've been there. Schumer's been there 45 years. So has Nancy Pelosi. All these people have been there. How she got reelected to Speaker of the House, she broke the law. Remember, they had mandates out that said that you can't, if you're under quarantine for COVID, you can't come in. Well, she called all those senators or those House representatives who were under quarantine, 5 of them, to come in and vote for her because they had to be present in the chambers to vote. And so she called them in. She broke the rules. So, but she's still Speaker of the House. So now this is the way to cancel Trump. And now they're looking to cancel him completely. They want to impeach him again?
They want to cancel him because they're scared.
Yeah, they
They
are.
are scared of what's going to happen in 4 years if they don't cancel him.
See ya, Audrey. Have a good day, even though it's a funeral.
It's a day for funerals. My mom and Pat are going to a funeral.
Oh. The Patriots entered from one door, and Antifa, which was brought by cops, entered from another entry. There you go. Says High Priestess. So there you go. That's the whole thing on Wednesday. They're using this to be able to try to prevent Trump from ever running again, which he said he planned to do in 4 years.
It's because they're scared. And now, really, Trump knows what they did to get away with what they need to get away with. So guess who's going to do exactly what he needs to do to get away with everything he needs to get away with?
Yep. Do just
exactly
what they did.
The Dems did. Yeah.
They're afraid of that. If they weren't afraid of Trump, they'd let it go. They'd say he's out of office in 9 days.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go. So,
and then not only that, even if they do
11 days.
If they do this and come through it, they're just putting Trump in the history books for life.
Yeah. Yeah. So this will be the history. They don't care about history.
No
they care about where they are now.
This is the first time in how many years this has happened.
Yep.
This will be remembered.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbasses.
Yep.
This stuff makes me angry. Can we talk about something else?
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's move on. I was just saying that's what we started talking about. Then we started talking about ghosts and paranormal investigation and stuff like that.
I don't like politics.
Politics gets old. See, and how do you talk about this stuff without saying we're talking about politics? Can't it just be current events? There are current events that are very important. We got to talk about.
There's no other current events right now because the media won't let anything else come through because they want to talk about how crappy Trump is.
I think if they impeach him, Trump can't run anyway. He's already been impeached. He was impeached last year. He just wasn't removed from office. So what they're pushing for is to have him impeached and removed from office. Because he was running for a second term, even though he'd been impeached. So you can still hold office. It's whether or not they impeach him and remove him from office that he can't run. He's so dangerous to our republic. So, they couldn't handle a good challenge is what they couldn't handle. So, yeah, we can't keep allowing this shit to happen. You're right, High Priestess.
Yeah.
So, let's see. I like ghost talk better than politics. Well, me too, Steph. I don't enjoy talking about politics, but I do get impassioned about politics. I get impassioned about this stuff because it affects who we are. Are we a free society?
No.
Not really. That bothers me. So he's dangerous to the criminals running the government and the snakes above them. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's who Trump was dangerous to. So anyway. Yeah, I was talking too about I want to get a geoport. Rainey's going to build one for us. So I didn't know you could just build. I suppose anybody can build them if you know what you're doing.
You need a speaker and 2 different types of guitar pedals.
Guitar pedals?
Guitar pedals.
Interesting.
Effects pedals. I don't know.
Let's go get the stuff we need and do it. And so, because Rocky's moving to Texas.
Yeah.
Is he still in the room? He's announced that, I do believe. He's moving to Texas, so we're not going to be able to ghost hunt with Rocky anymore. So Rainey and I are going to be doing that. Oh, there you are. Yes, sir. He's moving to Texas. So because he's abandoning us, we'll have to get along without him. And 3 weeks, he's going to be there. So it's going to be hard to go ghost hunting with Rocky anymore when he's down in Texas. Yeah, shut up, Doug. How about that? Shut up. Get off my platform.
Yeah, Doug.
You have no constitutional rights here. Shut up. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll squeeze one more in before Rocky goes. He's going to come over here one day. It was going to be this Friday. I was leaving for Louisiana myself, and but I'm here till the end of the month now. So, what it is in Texas?
What it is in Texas?
Well, Rocky's he's moving there. He's got radio stuff going on down there and all of that. So it's cool stuff. That's where Mojo 50 is headquartered, and Odyssey Radio's down there as well.
That's
so
where all the big guys go.
there it is, all the big guys, all the big cats. So let's see what else we got going on. And then that was really about the time the dog turned off all my power. Before we came back on, we were getting ready to wrap it up anyway.
Yeah, because I want to go make pancakes.
Yeah, New York is a ghost town. Did somebody have basketball today? And we just
she didn't want to go.
Oh,
and
she didn't want to go?
You don't have to go, but then we're not doing basketball at all.
There you go. Yeah, I don't think we need to add another thing to the Scotty moved to Texas.
No.
We went down there. We were down there for a month a couple of years ago, and I didn't like it.
If we had a year-round heated pool, maybe.
It was nice because we were at my friend Pete's place, and he had a big, you could go, I think his house sold for like $780,000. So he had a big house, and he had a big in-ground pool with the stonework landscaping all around it. And, that was fine. You could get in the pool. That was cool. And his yard was nice, but you could drive around the scorpions. I was sitting on my laptop one morning out by the pool side, and this little tiny, it was about that big, translucent thing was crawling on my laptop, and I went to flick it off, and I stopped, and I looked at it. It was a scorpion, not that big. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not moving here. Sitting poolside, and I have scorpions crawling all over my laptop. But it was, maybe you had to get out and about to see more, but everywhere we went that month that I was down in Texas it was all busy and highways and traffic and strip malls, and
brown.
It was brown and gray, and there was nothing. And this was in July and August, something like that. And it was, I didn't enjoy it. The weather wasn't bad. It wasn't too hot. I enjoyed it. You can hop in the pool if you got too hot. The house was air conditioned, but and it wasn't humid, which was nice. But everywhere I went was paved and traffic, and the traffic was crazy. Out of this world. It was crazy. You couldn't go anywhere without being bumper to bumper everywhere. I didn't see anywhere around the Dallas-Fort Worth area that I would have enjoyed living in. Maybe if you got out a little bit, but that was my take on Texas. I didn't like it. Too urban for me. So there's no income tax, no state income tax anyway. So there's that. Same with New Hampshire. You don't have state income tax in New Hampshire. There's probably other states too. Yeah, I got a new place to vacation in Texas. I personally didn't like Texas, but I'm going to live in a little village in Wales, 30 minutes from a major city. I think that would be nice. That was gorgeous out there. So anyway, I don't know if I'd move out east or not. There's places out east. I would live in Virginia. I liked Virginia. It's pretty. You're in the Blue Ridge Mountains, stuff like that.
As long as it's on the other side of the mountains, so that when the tsunami comes in to take the world, we're not on the.
See you, Susie Q.
Take outside.
So, yeah, new rules. We're not going to pay income tax anymore. How about that? We're making the rules now.
Hell yeah.
We the people.
No tax.
So, the problem is you can't exist without paying tax. Income tax you can refuse. They'll eventually arrest you and take your stuff away. But you can't avoid it. You put gas in your car, you're paying tax. That's how they figure that the average citizen pays 67% of their income in taxes.
So when do you think gas will be $5 a gallon? Within the next year or 2 years?
With Biden in office, not long. So it'll be interesting to see where our country goes financially.
I'm going to be able to afford to go to work.
But they're going to buy us. There's going to be bread and circuses. Joe Biden promised $2,000 checks regularly now. until we're out of the COVID mess.
Nice.
So expect your new $2,000 check to come after he's president, sometime after that. Spend it. It's your money. And if Joe Biden's going to make sure you get it, go ahead and get it. But you know why they're doing that? They're buying the American public off. So, anyway, I'm sorry I lapsed into politics again.
Getting politics. I want to go make pancakes.
We're going to go make
I'm out.
pancakes. So you're out.
I'm out.
Okay.
Gonna go make pancakes.
Bye.
I want my chocolate chip pancakes.
Come here and press me to your bosom.
Ew.
Come over here.
Okay.
See you in a few minutes.
Yeah.
So
Bye, everybody.
bye, everybody, she says. And I'm going to be done in a few minutes here too. But we'll keep going for a couple of minutes. Doug is going to buy gold with every $2,000 check he gives us. Yeah, gold standard. That's gone now, by the way. What do you think is going to happen now with a Democratic administration, a Democratic House, and a Democratic Senate? Well, it's split 50-50, but who is the deciding vote in a 50-50 vote? The vice president in the Senate. So what's going to happen? I honestly think you're going to get Democrats, at least a handful, that are going to defect on votes. I think you'll still have some checks and balances out there, but we'll see. Why, thank you, Delaney. So, yeah, I'd be interested, Benevolent High Priestess. Go ahead, send that to me, please. Eastern Tennessee, near the North Carolina border. Yeah, that's nice. We drove through there last year, coming to and from my daughter's wedding out there in North Carolina. So, well, they had their wedding in South Carolina, in Charleston, but she lives in Charleston, North Carolina. Oh, and the wedding was in, not Charleston. They live in, Charleston was where the wedding was, South Carolina. They live in Charlotte, North Carolina. There you go. So it's your grandchildren's money, pretty much. I thought it was our tax dollars, but now we're going to be dipping into our grandkids' money. If they send me a check, I'm not sending it back. It's going to be used for something else. Let's see. Scott Allen's in Charlotte. Well, you know what, Scott Allen, my daughter and her husband, my two daughters, my twin daughters, and one of my daughter's husbands, they live in Charlotte. And my son-in-law, Zach, owns a Seventh Sin Tattoo, very high-end tattoo place in Charlotte, if you know where that is or ever heard of it. Seventh Sin Tattoo. And my daughters are in Lincolnton, is where their business is. What is that about? Seventh Sin Tattoo. You can actually, that's their website, seventhsintattoo.com. You can go look it up. Yeah, my house is always crazy around here. It's nuts. It's because the kids are out there screaming. I could shut the door, but why at this point? It has Thanos on the side of it. Yes, it does. That's my son-in-law's tattoo shop. I'm going to get my tattoo. I'm going to get something all down here, a sleeve, and at least a half sleeve to start. And shoulder and bicep, and they're going to do it for me. So let's see. Then my daughters are in Lincolnton, if you know where that is. It's about half an hour, I think, from Charlotte. Kind of smaller town outside of Charlotte, and that's where their mermaid company is. So yeah, when I'm there, we'll have to do drinks, Scott. Absolutely. Absolutely. Next time I'm out to visit, I'm supposed to come and finish that mural I started, year and a half ago. And it's not quite done. It's just detailing it out. And there are other things they want me to do, that mural at my daughter's shop. So you've been to Lincolnton. Woot. There it is, Scott. Yeah. That's where they are. They're right off the main drag, a block off. There's a bridge that goes over railroad tracks. And they've got a big brick building from like 1900 that they bought. And they sank I think they bought the building for $92,000. And they sank about $375,000 to refurbish it. Now, they kept it pristine, looking old and antique and stuff. They didn't update everything and tear out all the old woodwork. They got all the wood floors, and it's 3 floors. Well, it's 2 floors, I think. 3 if you go downstairs. And all wide open format and all of that. They had to put in staircases. They had to take out the big freight elevator and put in a big staircase. Excuse me. They had to put in external, huge metal staircases on the outside and stuff like that. But you want a natal chart tattoo. Cool. They could do it. Go look them up and look up, if you're on Instagram, look up Chris Toller, Toler. He's with 7 Sin Tattoo. He's the partner with my son-in-law. My son-in-law is not a tattoo artist. He's the business side of it. And then his friend Chris is the artistic side. Now they've got 3 or 4 people working for him, and they're doing fantastically. Making, bottom line, making a shitload of money and doing what they enjoy. My daughter's bottom line, making a shitload of money and doing what they want to do. That's the key to life right there. So, anyway, that's all I got. We were going to end not long ago, almost 45 minutes ago when the dog unplugged us. We were close to ending, but I thought I can't just leave it on a zap and we're gone. So that's why we came back in. I want to thank you all for being here. Coming on in on a Saturday morning when we got nothing else going on. So go check out here. I'll put this all up in here. Scott, this is for you. You can all go to 7thsintattoo.com. That's my son-in-law's tattoo thing. Oh, I didn't put in the HTTP, so it didn't. 7thsintattoo.com. I think it'll come up as a link. There you go. Now there's a link. And you can go to my my daughter's. I think www.finfolkproductions.com. Boom. And I think that'll take you to their website. I'm just looking to see. It's taking us there. Finfolk.com. Oh yeah, they finally got finfolk.com. They had to put production on it, but you can click on that right now and you can see their tale of the month, the big picture that comes up, some of the stuff they do. So there you go. Just bragging on my kids there. It's my prerogative. It's my show. Freedom of speech. All right, folks. So there we are. We're done. You guys go have a fun Saturday. It's now 11 o'clock in the morning here, Central, noon out east. It's still only 9 o'clock out on the left coast. So you guys go, have a good day, have a fun day. We'll see you tomorrow morning for more of this. Really, just only a little different format for It's Sunday. Rainey and I will be back tomorrow morning. And so if you're up and about, it'll be 9 a.m. Central Standard, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. West Coast time. And if you are not a member already, go click on the join button, look at the 3 different levels of membership, and become a member. See what the perks are and all of that stuff. So, Coffee with Scotty and Rainey and crew. There it is, Steph. Yay for you for coming in. And thank you, Rhonda, High Priestess, and Doug, and Scott, and Matt, Brother Matt, and everybody who's here. Roger, great to see you. Carly, I think, was in much earlier. So thanks, everybody, for being here. And we'll see you again tomorrow morning. So I'm going to end this stream. You guys have a fun day. See ya.